And I don't think that me playing that game will attract a sympathetic portion of that audience. I was also talking about this on Discord a while back, that I also don't think that I would, because I know that game has, I guess, multiple endings, air quotes. You know, like there's multiple paths that you need to undergo, or something with a something. You need to beat the game multiple times is basically where I'm at. And I feel like I would beat that game the first time, and I would set the game down after that. I don't think I would feel justified to play it more. But all right, let's do this main story.
How are the others?
Ready to follow wherever you lead. The sensei told them you're the only person on Tsushima who can kill the Khan.
I can't do it alone. Or without a plan of attack.
We know he's at Port Izmi, surrounded by an army.
We need to know the weakness in their defense, how to get past them, and where to find the Khan.
Sounds like we need a hawk's view of the place. I know where we can get one. We'll have cover of darkness if we leave now. Port Izmi. We'll have a better view from the lighthouse. Just need to get up there.
Without being noticed. Let's move.
No problem, I already cleared it out.
Why would the Khan come up here?
He'll sail for our mainland. Attack it, just like you did here. This is our last chance to stop him.
Your tail is good.
The same ones I used to make my poison.
The Mongols have been here picking them.
To use against us.
Did we do the right thing at your uncle's castle?
I took a risk, and my poison saved thousands.
What if it kills thousands more?
We have to stop the Khan before it comes to that.
You're right. We need to kill them. Soon.
I looked at chat at the wrong time, and I didn't hear what her question was.
We can't get in the front, but we could climb around the cliff.
And sneak in through the back. Lead the way.
Not how I wanted to do that. Nier Automata has many endings, but it's not what you expect. Well, I kind of had it explained out to me because, you know, I was talking to someone else who had played the game, and I illustrated what I thought, or how I thought the game would approach the additional playthroughs. And the first two playthroughs that you have to do are more or less what I was expecting. And for me, you have, like, at the end of a game, I talk about, is there any replay value? Is there additional story content to warrant an additional playthrough? And the second playthrough of Nier Automata, I don't think, you know, obviously not having played it, I don't think it would Alright, well. We have raised the alarm now. Apparently not. Apparently I'm just a ghost. Can't see. But, you know, that's just where I'm at right now. Maybe if it goes on sale, I might buy it. Probably something that I would play. I would heavily consider playing that game off stream though. Because there have been other games that I have played. I won't say what game it is, but you have to beat it multiple times to get the true ending, and each time you play it, it condenses what you have to play, but you're still playing through the same content over and over again to get there, and that's just a no from me. I'm never doing that.
What's in all these barrels? Supplies?
Flowers. Poison. One barrel holds enough to kill hundreds. Khan will use this against the mainland. We can't let him leave Tsushima. We'll scout Port Izumi from the top of the lighthouse.
Right behind you.
You had to explain it to you. You had no foreknowledge. Well, that's kind of what I mean in the grand scheme of things. Is
they're flat.
The kind you see before a storm.
That could work to our advantage.
if I had no knowledge, I would beat the game, and then that would be it. Like people would say like, "Oh no, you gotta, continue playing." I'll be like, "Nah, man."
Let's find our plan of attack. That ridge has an open sightline to the Mongol fleet.
Imagine what we could do to their ships if we had our own watchers.
Watch us right there.
The Mongols left that area empty.
Too open. Can't defend it.
But a good place for an ambush. We could place archers there.
Force the Mongols to fight uphill?
Khotan would send horsemen to outflank us. See how the birds are circling?
Like they're scared of something on its way.
The storm, preparing to fly inland for shelter. The harbor master's estate. The Khan may have taken it for himself.
Close to the docks. And his fleet. Makes sense.
The Khan is almost ready to sail for our mainland. With ships full of men, explosives, and my poison. If we don't stop him here, the shogunate will fall.
The storm is our key to beating him.
When it comes, the Khan will have to shelter his fleet in the bay. That's when we strike.
Destroy his ships and everything on them. To do this, we'll need Mongol weapons.
A simple task for a master thief.
We'll need fighters too.
A small force could distract the Mongols, while I get inside Port Izumi. Kill the Khan.
It could work.
Let's get back to Jokaku and prepare.
you were coming from, but you feel like that opinion comes from other games and what one considers a completed game. Well, it does come from other games. I've kind of mentioned this before, that if you play 100 JRPGs and every single JRPG in that 100 had side quests that were just monotonous, boring, irritating side quests that you never ever want to see ever again, and then game 101 has amazing side quests, are you going to go into that game thinking, oh man, this game is going to have amazing side quests? Or are you going to go into it saying, all right, you know, every other game I've played has had just not great side quests, so I'm not expecting great side quests out of this game? For me, I'm the latter. There's that saying, you know, I wanted to say, well, I wanted to say you burned me once, but that's not how it goes. You know, fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times. You know, that kind of saying. I feel like that kind of applies in a situation like that.
Curled into a ball. I'd probably do the same thing. What happened?
There is definitely a pattern, and you expect the pattern to proceed. Being surprised that the pattern does not occur is the outlier,
I've got some good news.
the exception to the rule, perhaps.
Are the plans coming?
Kenji found where we can steal watchers from the Mongols. I'm heading there now.
That's a good start. But we need more fighters.
No.
My uncle wants the Khan dead as much as we do. He'll join our attack.
He'll throw you in prison.
I'll write him a message. Leave it in his quarters.
In a castle full of samurai.
I'll be gone before they know I was there.
He's gonna know that we're gonna show up. He's gonna catch us in the act, and he's gonna talk to us. I can see that coming from a mile away.
There. Let's hope my uncle reads it.
I'm not letting you leave without a good horse.
What's wrong with a horse?
I can't replace what you lost. But give one of these a chance.
But what about horse? Where's normal horse? Just straight up disrespecting normal horse. Are you normal horse? I think you're normal horse. You kind of look like normal horse though. A little busted up, but not. Thin brown. Dapple. And white. Let's go with what I assume to be normal horse.
Easy there. It's all right. I'm a friend.
What will you name this one?
Let's go with Kaze.
Kaze, swift as the wind.
Good choice. How will you get inside your uncle's castle?
I grew up there, and I still remember every hidden path through those old walls. Even as a boy, Lord Shimura couldn't keep up with me.
This is a long ride. If you beat Nier once and stop, it's basically only playing half a normal game. Well, I get what you're saying, but think about it from the perspective of somebody who has, obviously I haven't beaten the game, so I don't know how it ends. I'm just assuming how it ends. But from my perspective, I beat the game, I get credits. Okay. In order to continue playing the game, I'll probably have to boot it up again. It's generally how those things work. Sometimes you get like a little cutscene or whatever, but you know, how are you supposed to differentiate that from a an after credits scene or something like that? I'm not 100% sure.
Why did you run away?
I wanted to catch an eel for your dinner.
Were you planning to catch it with your bare hands?
Ryuzo said you'd get rid of me as soon as you had a son of your own.
Jin, come here. Your friend is wrong. A path ahead may take a lifetime, but I will walk it with you. Always.
Here we go. So when I'm thinking about it from that perspective, I'll have to start the game. There's another game actually that
They won't be watching the cliff face.
I guess I won't say anything or say what game that is either. But the game ends, it gives you credits. And I was actually giving my thoughts on the game and everything like that. And I wanted to boot up the game to see more. What's the best way for me to say this? I wanted to boot up the game so that I can get some like music and gameplay footage as I was talking about it. And the game just like the game continued, and I wasn't expecting any of that. But if I never had that thought of, oh, you know, let me just show an example of this, or let me just get some music playing from inside the game, I would have never experienced that part of the game. It would have been done for me.
They think I am.
Heard Lord Shimura was a speech outside the main couple. He wants to rally the men. Maybe we're finally going
Let's
to march
see.
against the Khan.
I don't know where I'm going. Not percent sure where I want to go or what I want to do here, but we'll swim this way. So yeah, with that mindset, that's just that's how I'm looking at it. Is like that ending probably requires you to do something. Probably requires you to boot up the game again, or interpret a ending scene. Like if the game continues after credits and you can still play it, it might be slightly different, but it also might be slightly the same. Some games let you continue after that as well. The game would have to be very overt and explicit that, hey, the game is not over.
Grappling hook under the bridge. Or find a
But
way to
when
make
you
sure
get
I'm not seen.
credits, that's usually the telltale sign that, hey, well, the game is over. They're not going to let me sneak in the same way that I snuck in the last time. They're not that stupid.
The Mongols turned the Straw Hats against us. But we're not warriors. We're merchants. Remember old Arataro, the silk trader?
It's like in a book where you're told a story from the POV character, and in another chapter they retell the same part of the story, but through another character's point of view, therefore giving you a more fleshed out version of the events. Sure.
Me neither.
I
That's just how things are now.
I do get that, but are you playing the same game? Like, is it? I don't know how else to describe what I'm talking about, but like if you're playing the same game, you're doing the same things, you're fighting the same bosses, you're fighting the same enemies, and all you get for that is just a few, you know, I'll say a few, a few different scenes along the way, that that just doesn't do it for me. The new mechanics doesn't like, it's still the same game if you're fighting the same enemies, the same bosses, in the same areas, yada yada, this and that. That's where I sit with it. Tales of... I don't remember. There's a Tales of game out there. And the sequel to that Tales of game has the same areas that you basically just tread all over again. And I had similar problems with that. You know, it's... Thankfully in that game it's a different story. But I definitely have problems with retreading the same content. It's very difficult for me. Need to wait for that guy to move.
Watch what you eat and drink, and don't let their arrows hit you.
You could play 100 JRPGs, but the 101th one is innovative, and if only looked at as another JRPG, you will have missed out on the bigger picture of the whole plot. Well, I'm not saying that I don't give the games a chance. I'm saying that these games, like those 100 games, color your opinion of, or at least my opinions of
We should have delivered that speech together. Damn you, Jin.
the games that come after. Ooh. It could be good, it could be bad. I mean, think about it from a sequel standpoint. If I can't hear them. If you're playing no, Ghost of Tsushima 1, you have your expectations for Ghost of Tsushima 2. I feel like that's a natural development for you to have. You know, you expect it to be as good or better or accomplish certain goals from Ghost of Tsushima 1. Get up the ladder.
His quarters are on the top floor. Now's my chance to get up there.
The Mongols have suffered defeats at Granite Pass and Jogaku Temple. We believe the Ghost is responsible for both. What do you wish to do?
We will deal with the ghost once we defeat the Mongols.
The Shogun's orders were clear.
I am aware of his orders. Our first priority remains the Mongols and their leader.
Of course, Shimura.
Have you learned the Khan's location?
The scouts we sent north never returned. I fear they were caught or killed.
Show me where they were searching. We will mark their footsteps and see where they lead.
Oh, I was like, how am I supposed to distract this other guy? Convenient ladder right here. Convenient ladder right here as well. Hello. Where's the door?
Leave the message where he can see it.
He's here! Guards!
Uncle, forgive me for not facing you in person. The Khan's fleet has gathered at Port Izumi. His ships are loaded with poison that would devastate the Shogun's army. But when the next storm arrives, I plan to kill the Khan and sink his fleet. I ask that you join me. I hope we can meet again. If not as father and son, then as warriors who have walked different paths. Whatever you believe I've become, I will always be your family.
Sad you missed 16 days of Ghosts. Well, to be fair, it's been more like I don't know, like 13 days of side quests and clearing out Fog of War, and maybe like 3 or 4 days of main story stuff and more side quests. Because as you can see, I cleared out everything. It's close to 100%. but not 100%. I'm still missing a haiku from somewhere, and I still don't know where it's at. Today you had your first performance review from the higher up homies, and you thought it was going to be pretty mess since the chaos of a new department, but it turns out all the departments are doing way worse, so everything is great. Isn't that how it usually works out? It's going horrible for everybody, but it's about who's what department or who is doing least horrible. You gotta set those expectations.
What took you so long?
I mean, what took me so long? I had to sneak into an entire fortress, sucker.
You had us worried. I thought you'd been caught.
Delivering my message wasn't easy.
Did your uncle read it? Will he help us defeat the Khan?
I hope so. But we can't wait to find out.
Wind's getting stronger.
The storm will be here by morning. Did you secure the siege weapons?
Enough to cause plenty of damage. Also found some deserters from your uncle's army who want to follow the ghost. We're ready.
Tell the others we attack at dawn.
I'll spread the word, but you should check on them. They want to hear from their leader.
Ain't a leader, I'm the ghost. Recognize. Speak with your... I feel that way. You look at how the progress of things are going and push for just that a little more. It's nice to be told that things are going well. I would have to agree with that.
Lord Sakai, the warriors of Yarikawa have come to follow the ghost.
Thank you, Daikoku. We will defeat the Khan together.
All right. Yarikawa.
Have a fine day.
Dogs.
We know you'll protect us.
Keep up the good work.
Take care.
Y'all ain't returning the bow favor, though. I mean, seems a little disrespectful.
Go hungry?
Yasunori is a shit-flinging shit.
Very Nori.
I'd rather starve
All right,
than
that's
steal and kill to
not what I wanted to do.
He has a big family. His youngest died.
Lord Sakai. It's good to have the head of Cedar Temple with us.
I would never claim such an honor for myself.
I know. That's why you deserve it, my friend. Tomorrow we avenge your brother and the warrior monks of your temple.
I just want our home back.
Here we go. Libertine joins the stream for the last day. And he be like, bro, you need to upgrade that hat. It looks raggedy. That's the whole point, man. It looks amazing when it's raggedy like this. Ain't nobody gonna look at the ghost and be like, dang, man. Look at that amazing hat he has. Because his hat is so amazing, he must be the bomb diggity. But nah, man, you see this guy run down the road, be like, man, that guy wearing this busted up hat, I can kill him with one stroke of the sword. And then you find out, you ain't killing nobody.
Lord Sakai, would
Hold on. Are you okay? Speaking with Yuna is bad.
Sakai,
It's good to have your bow with us, Sensei.
I gave you my word.
You've given me more than that.
Don't get sentimental, Sakai.
As you like, Sensei. I'll let you prepare for tomorrow.
I prepared my whole life. One more day makes no difference.
I love this busted up hat.
Greetings, Lord Sakai.
My favorite hat in the game right now.
I told you exactly what the musician said. The legend says
Here
There's
we
a lot
are,
of
my
character.
You're in good spirits?
lord. Of course! I've been sipping good spirits all day.
Don't sip too much. You don't want to sleep through tomorrow.
Joking aside, there's no way I would miss tomorrow. I'm here for Taka.
Thank you, Kenji.
you can't miss the purple banners from the mainland, right?
You think you're gonna finish this today? That is the plan. I think we've gotten to the point where I can say this is probably going to be beaten today, but I don't know 100%. I just don't know what else they're going to add. You know, this is the only area I haven't been to. So I anticipate this is going to be beaten today. What armors do you have available? I believe I have every armor ever. I even got the fun doshi.
Only reason the Mongols defeated our samurai.
I've done everything in this game except for collecting all the crickets, collecting all the banners, collecting the records and the Mongol artifacts. And one missing haiku. I still don't know where to get this haiku. I'm hoping that like at the very end of the game, he just sits down and he's like, I'm gonna write a haiku. And that's gonna be the last haiku.
Masako, I wasn't sure you'd come.
I said I'd be there when you needed me. But I need the Khan dead too. He murdered my husband, and his men slaughtered my sons.
We won't let them escape justice.
I'll help you make sure of it.
Get some rest. Tomorrow will be a long day.
Or a very short one.
You're dropping some frames. I'm playing. You're messing up not using the ghost armor? I don't really like the look of a ghost armor. I like looking like, you know, just like a Ronin of sorts. And, you know, the ghost armor does not... Oh, that's what incendiary oil looks like. I've seen that plenty of times. Also, the ghost armor does not lend to my playstyle all too well. It's yeah, it's not that great. I'm really not sneaking into places all too much. You know, doing all that crazy stuff. If I were going to use armor, it would be the Sakai clan armor. Unfortunately, the helm covers the eyes, and I don't really like that. And then the second option would be Gosaku's armor. No, not Gosaku's. It would be... Maybe it is Gosaku's armor. I think it was this one. This one has a really cool helm, and I was rocking this one for a little while. But I rock the Ronin mainly for the major increase to melee damage, but also just because it looks cool.
We've come a long way since you pulled me off Komoda Beach.
You were so heavy I could barely drag you. Had to strip you half naked just to reach town.
I wouldn't be here without you, you know.
I can't lose you, Jin. After everything we've been through. Everyone we've lost. I can't.
I have to stop the Khan.
No, you don't. We could find a boat, sail somewhere quiet, while your uncle fights his samurai war.
Do you really want that?
No.
If I fall, promise me you'll keep fighting.
You're a real bastard, Jin Sakai. You should get some rest.
Not yet. Let's sit just a little longer.
Wow, we're dropping a lot of frames. Might be an upload day.
This is it. We have one chance to take down the Khan before he attacks our mainland. Kenji, what's the status of our siege weapons?
Ready to rain fire on the Mongol fleet.
Good. Yuna will signal your attack. Once the volley begins, the Mongols will charge your position and run right into our ambush.
The explosives are set up. Archers on the rooftops.
We're with you, Sakai.
Thank you. All of you. Go.
Jin, there's no sign of your uncle.
That storm's not waiting. And neither are we. Get ready to fire the signal arrow.
Where's Nori? Norio.
Now! The Mongols are coming. We'll cut down anyone who gets through.
This is for my sons!
Watch your back, Masako!
Don't let him get behind us!
Take the fight to them! Forward!
Oh, we're supposed to cut them down, not burn them down? Oh my gosh. I can't resurrect you. Oh my gosh. Oh, you died too?
Everything of this world! Thank you, Mongols up there!
Charge them, or they'll pin us down!
Push them back!
Masako being a boss, like she always is. I don't know if I was supposed to kill that guy, but... Y'all dead. No, just like some random dude right here.
Our plan worked.
The Mongols are regrouping. We won't give them a chance.
Norio is leading the rest of our forces up the hill.
There we go.
Then we'll join him and press the attack.
I was wondering where he was at.
Oh, you're all safe. This is where it ends. Today, the Khan dies. Lord Shimura isn't here. We fight alone.
We'll lead an attack on the main gate. Distract the Mongols while you find a way inside.
You'll be overwhelmed.
We came this far. We're not turning back now.
You are all the bravest warriors I've ever known. I hope to see you again.
Leave the battle to us.
What are we waiting for?
No mercy for the Mongols!
Fight! Fight for Lord Sakai!
Apparently I can't go in that way. Even though I would want to go in through the front door.
Need to get to a rooftop. Look over the camp. Figure out how to find the Khan. Listen.
I mean, this is a nice vantage point right here.
Watchtower is perfect. You can see the whole camp from there.
Alright, fine. That works too. Right there. Nope, not right there. Yeah, I like the ghost stance too. It's cool. I just I get hit so often that I don't try to rely on it or anything like that.
Khotun Khan.
Look who showed up.
For Tsushima. No mercy! Just have to reach the manor house.
How do I want to handle this? Of course. No bodies to see here. Gosh, there's so many dudes. Got the frames at the finale. Oh yeah, we losing frames. 1100 gone. Gonna have to upload this one today.
All this death. Because you and your uncle would not surrender. I offered you peace, and you chose war. Now, the people of your mainland will suffer.
You will never leave this island.
Alright, predictions up. Will I one-shot Khotan Khan? Gave y'all a minute this time.
I will avenge the people of Tsushima.
Vengeance, the petty wish of a child.
You will never leave Tsushima.
You're weak. I defeated you before.
You said one shot, not one try. Well, that's what I meant. Come on, Nana. You knew I was talking about one shot as in, will he die first try? I know you believed in me, even though it says you didn't. Oh my gosh. Thought about running past them, but I do need we're not bowing. I need resolve. Come on.
Cut him down!
Many whelps. What's this behind me? I'm getting bodied over here. Stop cheating. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that even was. Oh, you swapped. Oh. Is there an archer over here? There is an archer over here. There we go. Now I can focus on you.
and another will come. We will be remembered forever. No, you will be forgotten.
This is yours.
You forgetting somebody? We gotta worry about the samurai.